Our headliner tonight is Robin Fleming. Robin is Senior Vice President of Technology at Angie's List. Her career spans over 30 years with a focus on software and technology development, delivery, operations, and services for companies including Match.com, Teradata, Aprimo. She has experience in e-commerce, consumer internet, B2B, enterprise software, global cloud services for Fortune and Global 500 companies. She serves on the board for Clear Software, is a member of the Executive Council for Tech Corp, and is an emeritus board member of the Women in High Tech. Gosh, in 2015, Robin was recognized by Angie's List and TechPoint as part of the Mira Awards Tech 25, which recognizes Indiana's technology builders. She's an alumnus of the Hoosier Fellow Class of 2016, which enhances leadership skills and high potential leaders, and was a nominee for the Women in High Tech Leading Light Awards in 2016. She's the recipient of the 2000 Achata Baptist University Alumni Milestone Award. She's passionate about women in business and women in tech. She's a STEM proponent and supports organizations that encourage and support girls and women in technology. Robin is a native of Arkansas, a Texas transplant, and you'll discover from her accent that she's now a proud Hoosier who's relocated from Dallas to Indianapolis in 2011. Please help me welcome Robin Fleming to the Spark stage.
And that is Ouachita Baptist University. It's an Indian name. So today I want to pose some questions to you. We have some amazing advances in technology, but I propose that we have lost something along the way. I think we've lost a bit of the romance, and I would say, is the romance gone? So what do I mean by that? So we just saw a drone fly out here. How cool is that? I didn't see it. Well, maybe a little bit. But we've got all kinds of amazing things that have happened in technology over the past few years. Things that have improved, our health, our safety. We get information. We're more connected. Some of us, our businesses are based on technology, and some of us, our careers are based on technology. In contrast to that, I want to talk a little bit about something very personal to me. My brother passed away at the end of May. He was 67 years old. He lived in rural Arkansas. He owned a custom machine shop, precision machining. And most of his equipment was 37 to 80 years old. And ironically, I can think of no one who is more passionate about technology than my brother. While he didn't use it every day in his shop, he did use the internet and his cell phone, he was extremely passionate in his personal life. He had, in his home office, he had over 40 computers that he used for technology research that were racked. He taught himself various computer operating systems in multiple languages, and his latest thing that he was playing with right before he died was a Raspberry Pi. He was also the keeper of some family heirlooms, and the keeper of my mother's hope chest. And what I found when going through his things were some of the love letters that my dad wrote to my mom. There are 75 love letters that my dad wrote over a 56-day period. Yes, that's right, 56 days. So there were some that were most postmarked at 10 in the morning and 3 and later in the afternoon. And he was head over heels. These are absolutely precious. And I'm so grateful that we have these. And these are not simple letters. These are 4-page letters, with all the details of what he did during the day and interspersed with, "Aw, shucks, honey, I sure do love you, XXXOOO." And they are truly precious to me. My parents died, quite a number of years ago. So having these letters is truly wonderful. But it also makes me a little bit sad. This is a lost art. Today, we're lucky if we get a written thank you note or perhaps a greeting card that someone's actually filled out. We think in terms of, 120 characters and emojis, and we swipe left or right, and we wink and we like things. So it made me sad, and I wondered, am I the only one that feels this way? Am I just going through a little bit of a phase because, of the family situation? So I decided to conduct a highly scientific experiment. I polled 20 of my closest colleagues and friends and family, ages 20 through 71, and I posed 5 questions to them. And their background is pretty diverse. We're talking, computer executives, scientists, doctors, etc., and teachers. So these are the 5 questions, and I'm going to share a little bit of the survey results for you, and I ask you to be thinking about this yourself. So what's the biggest impact of, grammar check failed me, technology on your life? And here's some of the things that were said. My career would not exist without technology. Access to information, keeping up with what's happening in the world is amazing. The internet has made it possible to research and learn about topics faster than ever. It takes a minute to learn how to fix a sink, the symptoms of a disease, or to find a restaurant in Paris. And my favorite comment from obviously someone slightly younger, I would have dropped out of school if I had to continually look things up in a card catalog in a library. So my second question is, what's the one piece of technology that you could not live without? You guys all know what it is. It's your cell phone with internet access. We are highly connected. I can't live without it. I'm amazed every day that I carry an amazing computer around and can do amazing things with it. But there was one unique answer from someone who has severe type 2 diabetes. That was, the insulin I take is produced with an automated chemical process, which is extremely accurate. Then there's the blood glucose meter. These technologies have changed lives. And in fact, for this individual, it has saved his life on more than one occasion. My next question was, how has technology had an adverse impact? And as you can guess, this was the most prolific set of answers that I got in a pretty wide variety, but there were a few themes. The first was around communication, not being present with family and friends, talking versus texting. Safety, our favorite, texting and driving, and the security of our information. The next one was around social media, anxiety due to continual access, the need to be connected and the pressure that you feel to be connected, belief that your life is not as exciting as everyone else who posts on social media. And from one of my younger participants, body image issues because of all the photoshopped images that make everyone look so perfect. I want to read you a couple of these. After teaching high school for 19 years, I think the increased use of technologies had a negative impact on the communication skills of our younger generation, right? Grammar has suffered. Folks have less of a sense of etiquette when it comes to written communication. I was recently schooled on the use of okay in text messages. K is not acceptable. I'm angry. Okay is a little bit shorter. If I use punctuation, that's bad. What? I did not know this. People will say things over social media with little regard to the welfare of others. Ugly, hurtful comments are made that would never be uttered if folks had to say those things face to face. Another comment. While it's become possible to build communities across the globe in an instant, it's also easier than ever to be distracted by technology and not give enough attention to your family and friends who are in the same room with you. We've all experienced that. I worry about online bullying with my kids, which is, in my opinion, worse than traditional bullying because it's always there and it's so pervasive. In our day, if there was a kid picking on you at school, it happened at school in front of a limited number of people. Now it follows you home. It's perpetrated on a worldwide level. So what about the positive impact of technology? I need someone to lick the page and turn it for me. There we go. So this was really kind of unanimous feedback. And it was around access to, transmission of, and sharing information, with a focus on innovation, connecting, safety, all those sorts of things. But here's a few comments. The free spread and use of knowledge on the internet, open source collaboration is a good example. It is truly amazing. It's a tribute to our time. It is a mark in history. And then the last one is society better overall with technology? Unanimous yes, with one answer that was no. The main answer was there's no doubt. The blending of technologies guide the evolution of society. Look what has happened over the last 30 years. It's pretty amazing. The one no answer was from a 20-year-old. It's made us less of a human and we're less kind. She's been exposed heavily to social media and has seen her friends bullied. As for me, the existence of these precious letters, for my parents, I would never get this out of text message or emojis, so I'm so grateful for these. But let me tell you what my 70-year-old super cool aunt said, and I think she said it best. I'm old enough to have experienced a lot of life before technology, programming in Fortran using punch card, paper maps, phone booths, World Book Encyclopedia, drawing with pen and paper, handwritten notes, cameras, letters, etc. As nostalgic as I am about the good old days, I totally embrace the incredible quality of life that technology provides. I couldn't agree more, and while I am saddened to lose this sort of art form, I give thanks every day to the technology that we have, and I honestly can't wait to see what happens next. Thank you.